What's going on, everybody? It's WebsterStyle, Brian Sapph, another NRW checkpoint. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad, Happy
All that.
Festivus,
Three
all
Kings
that.
Day.
We
All
hope,
of it.
right? We hope that your holiday season has been a good one. We're still, talking about games. I'm pretty sure by the time this drops, you played a couple games,
Hopefully.
got something new under the tree when you're
Yeah.
stocking, and
Yeah.
enjoying it. So 2024 is looking right ahead, right here. We can see it is right here.
Yeah.
And if 2024 is like anything like 2023, we have a plethora of amazing games coming out. And Brian and I here just to talk about a few games that we are looking forward to this year, that
Mhm.
we are excited about. Well, Brian, I'll let you start, sir, with your top three, or at least three of the games you're looking forward to in 2024.
Okay. Now, I want to preface this by saying I know other games have been announced, but these are the games that have official release dates
Right,
in 2024.
right.
The first one is Skull and Bones
It
from
lives. It
yeah,
exists. It's actually coming out.
it's actually coming out. Now, I'm pretty sure me and you did a review on, not a review, we watched this trailer
Yes, we
some
did.
time ago on this very show. But delays, promises that they want to keep, that they're gonna have to now because the community is looking for it. They pushed it back a bunch of times. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Anytime a creative comes to me and is like, I wanted to get it out yesterday, but they gotta go tomorrow because I got other stuff and it need to be better. Cool.
Hmm.
Give me something that's better because I'm gonna spend money on this game. I don't want no Cyberpunk 2027 fiasco at the launch. I wanted it to be
No.
complete and ready for me to play.
Right.
So I'm really excited for this game. It looks pretty unique, as you can tell. I don't ever recall playing a game that centers around becoming a pirate and doing anything of the sort. So I'm really, really hyped for that. And then on top of that, it comes from one of my favorite studios. Um, oops, I forgot who it was that fast. It come from them, and I'm excited to play it. I like everything I saw as far as the trailer is concerned. The little extra breakdown that they were doing when it was around the time where they were supposed to get ready to put it out, but they changed their mind. I like all that stuff. I'm excited. The gameplay mechanics look really, really dope. The thing that's got me interested the most is the story because I don't know what's about to happen in the story. They
Right.
ain't really been alluding to like what's about to take place in this game, just the things you could do. So I'm really, really excited to play it.
Right.
Skull
I
and
feel you.
Bones is gonna be on my list. Next, what I
Hold on.
said.
One comment about that though.
Okay,
I really hope that this game succeeds. I want this
I
game
do.
to succeed because
Mm-hmm.
we've had some pirate themed games, but the biggest one that we've had really, and that's like it's literally the engine that keeps going is Sea of
Right,
Thieves, and that came out in 2018. But even that is a different experience. This looks like
right.
it's very much grounded in realism. So as many times this game, I think it's been pushed back like 2 years.
Yeah,
It's supposed to
something
come. It's
crazy.
supposed to come out. Yeah, it's crazy.
Been
It's
a,
supposed to come out a
been
while
out.
ago.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for this game because I really want to see it. Probably more so than any other Ubisoft game that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know like that Star Wars game is coming out as well. I really want this game to succeed because I am not a game developer. Never will be
Right.
a game developer. Well, let me not say never. There's a very good chance I will never be involved in the development of a game. Things
Right.
change. You never know. It's not my career path, but heck.
Right.
However, I can only imagine the time and effort that has been put into this game to get it to the
Mm-hmm.
state where it is. So I'm hoping that it's a good game and then it does well also.
Agreed. I would hate for it to come out and it's just not what it's supposed to be. But
It
I'm
comes
really
out and it's a day before.
right. Because then me and Ubisoft gonna have a personal
Yes.
beef. And I don't, you know,
And they charge $70 instead of 40.
right.
Right.
Listen, Ubisoft, I'm gonna say this right now. The game better be what you say it's gonna be.
Hmm.
It don't need to have everything because we see Cyberpunk lasted. They stuck to their guns. The game is actually good now, according to what I heard. It winning the awards at the Game Awards. So I'm not saying it got to be a 100% finished product, but if you are planning on scamming, don't. Just
I don't think
don't.
Ubisoft that stupid.
I don't think they're stupid either.
Stupid.
But you know, stupid things have happened. So I just wanted to put it out there because I'm really, really looking forward to this game. I really want to play it. I'm excited for it. I want to understand what's going on in the game.
Right.
I want to do everything I'm supposed to be able to do in the game, and that's literally it. I plan on spending my money already, so I need it to be what I want it to be.
No.
The next game,
yeah.
the next game on my list is Tekken 8.
Of course.
Now, I'm excited for Tekken 8 for one reason and one reason only. I haven't played Tekken in a long time. I have very, very fond memories of it from my childhood, you know, arcades and stuff like that. And something about Tekken has always been, it's been simple yet skilled fighting at the same time. And I like that. Give me a simple game. I don't need like a whole bunch of combos, but you know, don't make me work for it, but don't make me feel like, okay, what am I doing on this game?
Right.
I'm excited for Tekken 8. Fighting games are like I don't know what to call it. They don't take precedent anywhere in my gaming catalog, but when I come across a good one, I tend to want to play it.
Can we talk about how fighting game fans have eaten good, like since this has come out in January, so like in a 6-7 month period with Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1, Microsoft did that massive 10th anniversary update of Killer Instinct and
everything.
Now Tekken 8 is coming out. In addition to just the lesser known fighting games that have come out. All we need now is actually no. Didn't the new King of Fighters come out?
I'm not sure. I
think a new King of Fighters did come out in 2023.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like you right, because fighting. If you're a fighting game lover, I'm sure you got back catalog going crazy right now because, like you said, all of those games came out on top of all of the anime fighting games that have come out over the past year. You got a lot to play with.
Right.
As far as Tekken 8 is concerned, I'm just excited to play it because this will be my first Tekken game in a long time, and it'll be on PlayStation 5. So I'm expecting it to look great. I'm expecting it to move great, and I'm just excited to get back into Tekken. Not too long ago, I was contemplating buying the latest version of Soul Calibur because I like Soul Calibur as well. I didn't do it because I'm financially responsible. But it's still on the list, and Tekken 8 is on there as well.
Okay.
Kick ass in that, understand whatever they're doing with the character stories and all that other stuff. The last game, since we talked about 3, Princess Peach Showtime. Now, again, I preface this by saying these are games that are confirmed for 2024. Right. Princess Peach made the cut literally because of that. I am excited for this game. I do want to play it, but there was a couple other games that I was like, I would prefer this more. But since we're talking about confirmed games, or at least me, I'm excited for this game. When I first saw the trailer for it, the gameplay trailer, I was like, oh, this is gonna be. They really trying to position Peach to be like, you know,
it's up to Peach,
a woman version of Mario as far as IP status. That like they trying to center Peach and Daisy in a way that makes them the female counterpart to Mario and Luigi, and I'm cool with that because look at all the stuff she got going on.
Right.
Instead of eating strange things, and because I don't know why Mario, instead of doing strange things and then getting these powers and ability, Peach got this little sunflower thing, and they give her all kind of magic dresses and bows, hair bows, and things. Look,
Sword Fighter Peach.
Look, Sword Fighter Peach. Like I'm interested in playing this, and it got this 3D kind of side scroll, or 2.5D kind of side scroller feel. It reminded me of Beautiful Joe.
I love the different, that scene right there does, yes, it does remind me of Beautiful Joe.
I was like, just from that, I could tell like they trying to make it, because it's a game called Showtime. So if I'm not mistaken, Princess Peach she's like operating in her own like television show or something like that, where they using the whole stage design and things like this to simulate you watching a play or something of the sort.
Right.
Those things I'm hyped for. These little mini games like this here.
I love the different play styles that they're showing.
Yeah, and this is something that you think about Mario. For you to get a different play style with a Mario game, it'll literally be a different kind of Mario game.
Right.
You're not racing cars in Mario Fantasy or whatever, Mario Wonder. Like this game, it feels like a mashup of a party game and an actual like RPG or story-driven game like Mario is. I'm excited for it. New mechanics, new perspective on Princess Peach and her story and everything like that. New story in general. I'm excited. New game, new year. Yeah, I'm excited.
One of the things I like just watching the trailer, you got to think, by the time that releases, the Switch will be 7 years old. The Switch will be 7 years old. And literally, its hardware is probably 2 years older than the release of the Switch. So we're talking about 9-10-year-old hardware, realistically, its processor and whatnot. The fact that I love how Nintendo is really able to deliver graphically impressive games with their own unique style on hardware that is literally a decade old.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, we had that
conversation.
I look at that
and I'm thinking that just looks really cool. It looks really unique. And with a character, while I don't think anybody said, hey, I want to play a Princess Peach game.
No,
it's a character we all know.
Right.
And because of that, like this seems really interesting to see this sort of character in this sort of light.
Yes, I agree. So I had to put it on there. Again, there was other games and I was like, oh yeah, I do remember. I do kind of want to play this. But since this is confirmed and I actually am interested in playing this game, and I got to show my Switch some love at some point in time, why not Princess Peach Showtime? It looked like a really good game. So yeah, that's my 3.
Okay.
What are you looking forward to in 2024?
I was looking at the list. And I'm not really hype on a lot of big game releases, at least what's been confirmed, like with the actual release date.
Right.
I know what Hellblade 2 is coming out. I never got into the first one. I know it looks like a beautiful game. I don't know if it's a game for me. I'll try it out because it's on Game Pass. But again, so I'm not really looking forward to it. So, I tend to go more toward comfort titles and genres that I really love. And the first one is actually a game we did a reaction for. It's Slave Zero X.
Okay.
Come now.
Now, just remember this one. I love the art design.
I remember this.
I love it. It looks so old school arcade,
retro. Yeah,
it has that retro vibe to it, and that little, like we talked about Princess Peach, that 2.5D sort of thing, especially with the camera angles and everything. It looks so cool.
It does. And then it looked like just a straight up slasher. You run through, cutting things up, and I like that. Having characters in games that are like very, very they have a bunch of like cool abilities and everything like that. That's dope. But at the end of the day, the main weapon is what you're using. You put a sword on this character and make sure they can do all kind of cool flips and tricks and dodges and stuff. It's gonna be a good time.
Like that last scene, that looks really, really cool.
It does.
I think that one of the things I like about it is that the characters look so large on the screen. They aren't like real small, diminutive. like a lot of Metroidvanias, they seem to be of a larger stature on the screen. So I'm really feeling that vibe, and it's definitely a game I'm looking forward to playing. I think a lot of these games, well, at least the first two, are definitely games are coming out Q1 January, if that. So, but the next one is we're finally revisiting an old classic, Ubisoft. It's definitely, we both got an Ubisoft game on our list this show. Let's talk about Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Yes, this is another one that I was interested. I was gonna put this, but then I saw that Princess Peach Showtime. I was like, oh, you know what?
Right.
But this looks great.
Yeah, I love that that
It's cursed.
That 2.5D aspect of it to really
taken to a
highlight the movement and the speed, but also that grappling, very much akin to the original Prince of Persia games.
Yes.
We
for the same time, I
remake that. I agree.
And this is a series that they need to go back to.
Absolutely. Listen, Prince of Persia Sands of Time, whatever number 2 was called and whatever number 3 was called, them games, fire.
Right.
I was like, okay, the whole one time thing.
Right.
And then I think the third game is where he got that sword or whip or whatever, that there was a bunch of swords put together. Remaster Prince of Persia. That's what we need. But this is good too.
I'm sitting there thinking, I don't even know if those games are backwards compatible.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it, but I'm probably checking it out after we record this.
Right. But this looked really, really good, and I'm excited for this game as well. I'm still trying to decide if I'm getting on the Switch or just go ahead and go straight to the PS5. But just based on these trailers they've been putting out, I'm sold. I like what I see.
Yep. I agree. And the last one is one that we actually covered also. And I'm going back into my 90s retro nostalgia of being an old man. I keep regressing back to my childhood. And this is one that's appropriate considering there is a remake of the original Toxic Avenger coming out next year as well, which looks pretty rad. Let's look at Toxic Crusaders.
Okay.
You know, I love these old school full player Konami style beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
Now this doesn't look as good as Total's game, but this looks cool nonetheless. And these are characters that really only people like me are going to remember. Like, this is for my age group.
Which is fine. I don't think I know people like to keep up with the young folks when it comes to like trying to make money, but capitalism don't know no age now.
Nope.
If you can appeal to who you need to appeal to, they're probably gonna buy it.
Right.
I like the I like the retroness to the game as well. It feel like I was watching like a little show that came out maybe 88, 89.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think it was, like 89, 90, around that era. I just had a thought since they're doing the remake, it would be really cool if they had set up this mock 4-player cabinet and you have them playing it like in an arcade when the Toxic Avengers come to, destroy I forget the bad guys in the Toxic Avenger game or movies, but that would be pretty cool. But those are my top 3 that I'm looking forward to this year. Brian, I know we're in the holidays, we're chilling out. Anything going on this week, or you just in cruise control?
I'm in cruise control. It may or may not be a new episode of the Talk+Play Blerd Pod out, wherever you can stream that. But, like I said, working on revamping some things, so I ain't really too pressed to put nothing out. But if there is, check it out if you're interested. Nothing else though. Just trying to recoup because money was spent and I need it back now.
Understood.
And what about you?
Let's see. This week, no podcast. I decided to chill for the podcast. Maybe another week or two. So I'll probably come back to the podcast.
Mhm.
Back what second week of January. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to breathe. They have
Okay.
so many interviews I still have to go through and publish. So that's gonna be real fun to do. And some new ideas as well for the podcast I'm gonna experiment with. So we'll see how that goes. But this week we dropped the Game Bites. We talked last week about the Insomniac
Mhm.
leak. So that made me visit for the first time Sunset Overdrive, one of the, I think it was a launch title for the Xbox One, which was done by
Okay.
Insomniac.
Mhm.
So I decided to finally dust that off since I've had it in my collection for years and play that. So that's up. And then I had a wonderful interview with someone who I met at Exotica DC and Miss Quincy Rowe. And we just talked and didn't realize she was from Baltimore as well. So she picked up
Okay.
on my do's and twos, and we had a good laugh about that. Talked about content creation, talked about some of her passions, and so on and so forth. And then we talked about, hey, being from Baltimore and where you're from, all the things you do when you meet somebody from your hometown. So it was a really fun conversation that I had. So that's out this week as well. And that's it. We're probably taking a break next week and then really come back heavy that second week of January. 2024 is going to be a big year. So for you, for me, for Nerds Rule the World, I think it's going to move the world or definitely rule the world this year. But of course, you were at
Definitely.
Nerds Rule the World. Hope you guys have had a very highly happy, successful holiday. And your brain don't match with your mouth sometimes, and right.
Right.
But I hope that everybody's had a great holiday. I hope everybody's able to relax and chill out and enjoy family. And if they're not families, they're people you love and care about. Nerds Rule the World. One thing we always have together. We're nerds, we're blurs, we love our fandoms, we love our pop culture, and that's something that always bonds us together and brings us joy. So that's what the season's all about, joy. Make sure you follow us for more joy on Instagram at New Release Wednesday, on Twitter at the NRW, and of course, you're currently on YouTube, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Recording, muting in a 1, 2, 3.
What's going on, everybody? It's WebsterStyle Brian Sapph with another NRW reaction, and we are reacting to a trailer to a movie I think we probably all seen already, especially considering the title, because the teaser had us all hype, and then they dropped the trailer. But let's get into the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I really want them to retitle this and let somebody who's really do what they need to do with it.
Of Magical Negroes.
That's what?
I know you can feel their discomfort, Aaron. Watching you walk through a room full of white,
this part is
most
just
painful than
I love it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to take you to a job.
It remind me of
coding
the
class
Magician.
starting right now, and we got to get you in it.
which I'm not mad about. That's one of my favorite shows
The
like
American
ever.
Society of Magical
I think that's why.
Negroes.
They have a great cast.
So, definitely.
It's easier to shut. What's the most dangerous animal on the planet?
Shark.
White people, when they feel uncomfortable. White people feeling uncomfortable precedes a lot of bad stuff.
But you know,
That's true.
Like white discomfort every
watching this trailer again,
the safer we are.
The name.
I don't think black people would. I know we definitely want like a black Harry Potter kind of situation.
Get ready.
But
Wow.
the way that black people like
are too low.
Hey.
the way we don't take nothing serious online, everything, we find a way to make everything funny.
Yeah, it's actually fun.
This probably do need to come first.
It's like being a
because
serious with none of the danger.
Hey.
now that we have the opportunity, I'm pretty niggas was gonna make this funny. It was what it was. Before we get something serious, we gotta go through this.
No, that's not what I was doing.
See, this is when the trailer just
It lost.
it was good and like
Yeah.
Will fail.
I've always felt like it's my job to make white people feel comfortable, and here it literally is. but maybe it shouldn't be.
I got a great plan to ask her out, but I'm gonna need your help.
Do you think you could like work your magic?
Hey, is he talking about me?
Hey.
Oh my, wait, are you?
Didn't she look like Marissa Tomei when she was younger, like a different world Marissa Tomei?
You didn't let her go like I told you.
And why did they just put the
Or
same?
your client. You could have your memory erased.
Am I the only one that saw that?
No, he might never.
That
I
little
saw it too.
levitating
No,
clip
what
was
we had was
insane.
real.
Maybe I'm
I'm curious to see how you gonna make it out of all this.
supposed to be that was supposed to be our little thing to get us to watch it.
Okay, let me say this. All right, so this is like my second time seeing this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as hard on it watching it the second time around, but I was hard on it the first time and disappointed because that teaser gave me expectations.
Yeah.
And you know, you love film, I love film. We all know about the magical Negro trope.
Right.
I was really hoping for something that really was a satire of that, or at least poke fun at it. And we got that in the beginning of the trailer.
Right.
But then he fell for the white girl. Like, come on, really? Really? Like, and then again, I don't know if he does it, but then he's ready, he's willing to sacrifice all his brothers and sisters to be with this white girl.
Yeah.
Like the message that they're sitting, again, this is the trailer. The movie can have a lot more twists and turns to the story, which it seems like there probably is. But from what us is, and I'll say this, as Black folks who have an understanding of this trope, what many of us thought it was going to be from that teaser to seeing what it is with the trailer, we're like, man, and even more so considering recent legal events.
Right.
It's just one of those things where, like, oh man, this like I'm even more so don't want to watch this movie because you are throwing your people away for a white woman. White woman. Really, brother. You're throwing your people away because you fell in love with a white woman. You're jeopardizing all of them. Like, really, that is so selfish. However, even that unto itself is
it's reparations.
But it's how can I put it? It's very I can't come up with the word, but it is not something that we have not seen before. I'll put it that way.
Yes, familiar.
Yeah, it's very familiar. What's your take, Brian?
I agree with you. I had expectations going into it, and as the trailer kept going, I was like, this is not, I don't know, and maybe not, and but again, watching it for the second time and understanding, again, like you said, the understanding the everything with that trope, understanding how Black people just we find any way to bring comedy to anything. It could be the worst thing in the world. Like there's gonna be a meme, a GIF, or something, a song,
right?
That could totally flip the energy of what's happening. So yeah, we'll probably get what we want eventually, but it's not gonna be this movie. And I'm at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm cool with that because at least now nobody can do this. Now we're gonna have to find a different way to get some magical Negroes because we got this now. We got this. Granted, people probably will try to remake this again, but still,
no, please no. You know what though? Watching it a second time, I'm not at that camp where I will never watch this garbage. I'm not there anymore.
No,
I will watch it on streaming. I will not go to the theater to see this.
Yeah, I'm not going to the movie.
I will not pay any additional money outside of a streaming fee to see this based on this trailer. It may offer something totally different than what the trailer gives me. It's a possibility. We'll see when the reviews come out, especially from the brothers and sisters that go see this movie.
Yeah,
like we will definitely, because we saw what happened with the blackening and how that, culturally speaking, spoke to us because we got it.
Yes,
We got
yes.
every single thing about that movie, and the critics let us know that, which is why we went to go see it.
Right.
So the critics of the critics we want to review this movie will let us
Right.
know if we're right or wrong. So,
Yeah.
but that's our take on the American Society of Magical Negroes. Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you see this, and is it as divisive for you as it was for us and probably a lot of our other fellow blurs around that saw this? Because I saw a lot of hand wringing on the internet and TikTok
Yeah.
and whatnot the other day after seeing this. But let us know in the comments what you think. The Society, or the American Society of Magical Negroes. So if this does well, we getting a European Society of Magical Negroes.
See, and then what is it going to be about?
Did it go to Hogwarts?
or are you guys going to address the Holocaust? Are you guys going to address what's the other thing? All of the colonizing that's taking place.
Hey.
It could go a bunch of different ways.
It could, but we gotta see how this movie goes first. Now we get an indication of how everything else goes.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing this though.
Yeah, it's
I will say that
when it comes to streaming. I would definitely see it when it comes to streaming. Definitely. All right, so that's our take. The American Society of Magical Negroes dropping in theaters March 22nd. You've been with us, Nerds Galore. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at New Release Wednesday, on Twitter at the NRW, and of course, you're currently on YouTube. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe.